Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Championship Night here in the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And it's going to be an interesting one here, as I believe, if I'm reading some other stuff right earlier, Sean Dunaway picked up a championship already this week, and he'll look to double up tonight here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee. Ambient air temperature right now 73 degrees with a 54% humidity, and we're looking at cloudy weather, 9-mile-an-hour wind gust. Ron Piles here bringing you guys all the action. Producing and announcing here tonight is my buddy Dakota LaRue, partner in crime here with the Racers Elite Network, the Xfinity Series. Going to step into the booth here as we kick things off tonight. Unfortunately, Whiplash does not have cameras for Nashville that I've seen unless he's added something I haven't seen. So we're rolling with Track Cams 22. Track Cams are gourmet Track Cams tonight. Dakota, good evening and championship night in the Xfinity Series.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to a good race here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway tonight.
It's going to be interesting. We've seen Hello Kitty sponsored 0-1 of Sean Dunaway pick up one championship already this season. We're about to find out if he can double up on that as well.
Yes, sir. And I mean, also got the Clash at Bowman Gray right now, getting rained out here, and it looks like they're going to put some wet weather tires on to be racing there as well. So, two interesting things about to happen.
Yeah, that's things are gonna get down and dirty real quick. There, so we're gonna take a look at our point standings coming into tonight here, and Sean Dunaway is quickest in practice at the moment, final practice. So Sean Dunaway, your point leader coming into this with 2,143 points. Patrick Millett with 2,139 points in second. Third is Cody Benelli with 2,138 points. Andrew Teff fourth with 2,135 points. Stephen Lachar rounds out your top five with 2,130 points. Kyle Hess is sixth with 2,123 points. Truth Oak is seventh, 2,113 points. There's a tie with him and Lee Campbell, teammates there as well. Actually, it's a four-way battle with teammates. Very tight points battle. There are 7 points separating all of those drivers. It's quite interesting. So Troy Thomas and Barry Nelson rounding out your top 10 in that battle. Midwest Motorsports Dennis Kane is 11th with 2,040 points. Cliff Adams is 12th with 2,012 points. And then we go to the non-chase contenders. Brandon Biddy is 13th with 381 points. Jonathan Stidham's 14th with 341 points. Timothy Eisbrand in 15th with 322 points. Aaron Marquis 16th, 253 points. Another Misfits driver. So Misfits definitely had their run at this, and unfortunately, not all of them making championship chase, which not everybody can make it, and that's what makes it a championship. So Joshua Neal 17th, Midwest Motorsports 227 points, and Curtis Eckert rounds out the 18th position with 204 points.
Yeah, and talking about the points, I mean, Sean Dunaway is going to have a pretty bad day in order to not lock this championship here tonight, in my opinion.
Well, it's Nashville, and this is Racers Elite's version of Martinsville, so anything can happen, especially as tight as the pits are tonight. I don't know if you gotta look at that pit entry tonight, but it's not as big as we saw last week.
Yeah, kind of giving me Dover vibes in a sense, where you kind of got to dive it in there and hope you don't hit the pit barrels.
Oh, yeah, it's and consider what we saw last week. Things got interesting.
I'm saying Dover, I should say dirt track vibes, honestly, the way that pit entry is.
Volusia vibes.
Yeah. Just going to have to send it in there and pray.
We are looking at a one-stop race, Green-White-Checkered, like lap 100.
That's not too bad, but I mean, with there being a championship on the line, I'd be surprised we don't have at least 1 or 2 cautions tonight.
Well, on top of that, I don't know that you may be able to get 100 laps on the field, but I don't know about the tires here. I mean, that's rough. Short tracks are treacherous on tires.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, if people don't know, I know it don't have nothing to do with these cars, but the next gen car recently got an update for short tracks, as they now have more horsepower.
Oh no, this is gonna get interesting tomorrow night, and I'll be here for it.
Yeah, so that's gonna make it very, very interesting. As you know, a lot more horsepower. People are gonna kind of have to relearn how to drive the car. I actually did a race at Richmond, I believe, yesterday, and I got 4th place just due to the fact that everyone else was spinning out because they could not handle the car.
Uh-oh. See, I'm not knocking anybody for this by any means. When I ran asphalt stuff, NASCAR in general, or anything, any kind of iRacing series, I always tried to keep everything within that 13 weeks season of updates.
Well, to be fair, they kind of did it without really making a
Announcing it.
big deal out of it, in my opinion. Like, typically, when you got an update like that coming out, people know, like, ahead of time. And there was nobody really talking about it. And then, boom, update. And you go out there on the track and, like, why am I topping out in fifth gear at Richmond all of a sudden?
All right, we got to petition this now. We need iRacing to give the dirt street stocks all the power back. Back when
Yeah,
the street
just
stocks
give
used to
them
have
about.
850 horse.
Nah, let's give them 1,000. Call it, 1,000
Heck
even
yeah.
sounds good.
What is that? The Z72, the ZZ72 that Chevrolet made, the crate motor, 1,000 horse.
Ah, that's a good question.
I think that's what it was.
Good evening, there, Christian. Lynn's Media Corner and DC Long. Evening to you as well. I hope everybody's ready for some action-packed racing.
Okay, yeah, we're ready here. Well, it's gonna get interesting here this evening. We are in
Yeah,
for a show.
qualifying should be starting here very shortly. I think about, 10 more minutes?
Should be try a minute and a half.
5. Oh, well, I must have got the time wrong because I thought it started at 7:45 here.
You're good. I mean, if you watch, if you're subscribed, Dakota, to the Racers Elite Network YouTube, it would tell you when I go live, and then you got about 10 minutes before we get qualifying, because it's usually about 13 minutes I go live.
Listen here, buddy. I am subscribed to the Racers Elite Network.
You better
but,
turn your notifications back when I'm up to the top.
Whenever you subscribe to so many things at one time and you're getting a notification every 5 minutes, it does kind of get a little annoying. So you typically go in and mute a couple things like Discord and YouTube and such because, whenever you're not broadcasting or just want a day off to relax, it's nice to not have your phone dinging every 2 seconds.
Oh, I understand completely. I understand exactly what you're talking about. Let's see here. Take a gander at Ron's world for a minute. Some of those are grouped and foldered.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about mine.
We try not to. I get it. I got people are like, you see this? I was like, not a clue. I kind of highlight a couple different places that I check every day, and I probably need to check a few more just to stay on top of things. But everything works, and we're here, and we're gonna watch these guys do some time here. And per request, we will not run the ticker tonight. It'll all be done by the tower, so the tower will be the key for the night.
Fair enough.
So with that being said, I'm going to make a slight adjustment to my. Actually, I think it should be fine there. Look at my. I don't need to adjust anything. We're good. I did that the other day. Alrighty, so qualifying we go. So we're going to go ahead and kick the tower up here. We're going to look at the lap times. Drivers coming around here. You'll see the Racers Elite Network and all the sponsors to make this possible. Moza Racing also part of that, as well as Admin Box. Admin Box, I believe it is, GTR simulators. And they're taking their time to get down the racetrack. But oh well, knock them. Also, thanks Speeds and Race Control for coming out and I think it's Chantel or Chantel. I butchered your name. I'm sorry, but you do a very excellent job. I don't keep it professional. I was gonna say, kick, Anyway, so it looks like it's a 22 on the racetrack, and that is going to be Brandon Biddy. So he's going to look for his lap time. I wish there's a few things I wish we could do, and I'm going to look into it here. I'd like to be able to get a actual lap timer on on the screen, show what the lap time is, clicking. It's possible, I'm sure. I just know how to do it, so stuff to look into. I know you get lap time history.
That 22 got a little loose.
there's one. I guess lap 120.419 for Brandon Biddy. See this time, a lap time for anybody else. Let this bounce around a little bit. Maybe it'll stay high.
Ooh, Kyle Hiss with a 19.8.
19.826. That's flying. That's quick time. He'll go to the pole. We'll see. Here comes the 10 of Kirby Wayne Scott. He'll cross the stripe. And he will. It's a 20.184. Third quick for Kirby Wayne Scott. The 86.
Kyle Hiss finishing his second lap here. Does not
Slower.
look like he improved.
20.365 second lap. So he definitely let a heater on that one. So we're watching Kirby Wayne Scott got his second lap posted here. See if I can show.
Looks like it's going to be good enough for second at the moment here.
Yeah, Wayne Scott's second lap was better, 19.885. Second quick, you're right. And looks like Cody Benelli out there right now on his out lap. As he crosses the stripe, 20.244 his first lap. We'll see if he can get some heat in the tires. It looks like he drove up the racetrack big time there. We'll see this time around what's it going to be.
Ooh, he about lost it coming out of 2.
Yeah, he's a little. Try
still with the pole after losing it coming out of 2.
Yeah, I was trying to get something to show here. And looks like Benelli, yeah, he'll go to the pole. He got loose 19.524. 5 too far.
Too foul.
Too foul.
Right into the pit barrel.
Hey, he's getting it out of the way early. I will commend him for that. Patrick Millette now out on the racetrack.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see that a couple times tonight. People are going to be in the heat of the moment trying to dive down in the pits and bam.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to try that. It may or may not work for him. So we got 2 drivers, 2 championship contenders on the top of the leaderboard right now for qualifying.
Yeah, and here comes the 18th, his first qualifying lap. See if he's able to put a pretty good lap down here.
Yeah, prime hydration number 18 this time by 19.545. He's close. Second quick currently on the board.
I don't know if we've been watching the trend here. You know, if you go hard on the first lap, second lap typically isn't as good here. He gets real loose.
Yeah, that definitely ain't no good.
No bueno, but he's still good enough for a P2 on his first lap out. So it's kind of seeming like the second lap is the lap you kind of want to be hard on here after you get a little bit of heat in the tires. But
you'll see here is the 88 now out here for his qualifying lap. The nitrous cowboy digging for a little NOS here. He's gonna have to put the NOS away and keep the egg under the throttle pedal tonight. See pedals around the Nashville Speedway, and he's on his out lap. We'll see this time around. He put a lap time down for the 88 of Troy Thomas. This time around, to clock in, he will post a 19.552 third quick on the board.
now I'm noticing a trend of a few people getting kind of loose here during qualifying. But they are pushing extremely hard to try to get a good starting spot here. As you see Troy Thomas, the nitrous cowboy, spinning out here.
He kept it off the wall. Good job keeping the car looking pretty good. Spoil the pit crew a little bit. Is Andrew Teft and Barry Nelson now going to join us on the racetrack?
Yeah, you know, the repairman's going to be happy about that. As he ain't going to have to pay for the extra repairs here.
You know what? Here's something we don't normally do. Let's go on board with Andrew Teft.
He's taking it real easy right now, it looks like.
He's trying to get the tires heated up a little bit. Maybe try to get a little heat in there. You're going to hammer it down here down the front straightaway.
Look, I mean, not even a lot of throttle time at all here.
No, you got to get in it and then be about halfway down and start planning your entry. And I think he's trying to run a swing lap. We'll see if he starts digging here on this next lap. Running down the racetrack.
Looks like he's going for a second lap qualifier here. So he took it relatively easy on the first.
Yeah, Andrew Tuck 19.721 on his first lap. Lee Campbell 19.910 for his first lap. So Andrew Tuck fourth quick. And look at Sean Dunaway. He's going to go fourth quick on his first lap. Dunaway 19.645. Nelson had some issues on his second lap. So that will probably count. And Andrew Tuck quick time 19.278. Lee Campbell 19.454 second quick.
Now we're going to keep checking Sean Dunaway here, our current point leader.
Sean Dunaway second quick. 19.398. He's going to call that a lap. That'll be his starting spot potentially. Truth Hook, Ray Nelson's still out there.
I ain't gonna lie, the cockpit cam might be a little fun tonight watching these guys stall these wheels like they are.
Yeah, very well he could be. There's Andrew Tuff working his way, or not Andrew Truth Hook working his way around here. Andrew Tuff will have the pole currently. About 3 minutes left here for everybody to get lap times in. This time around for the 55 of Truth Hook.
Come on, Truth Hope. Give us a good time here, buddy.
Ray Nelson still having issues. I don't think he's getting lap time in. As here comes Truth off of 4 to the line. This time 19.517. Fourth quick on the leaderboard.
And he's digging pretty hard on this second lap here. See if he's able to improve.
Yeah, hopefully it holds in 3 and 4. That's where the trouble turn has been here recently. There's Timothy Weisbrand also out there. Let's see, Weisbrand, it was 19.428, good enough for third. Timothy Weisbrand, you have to get a lap time in here. Yeah, he'll come around this time, put that lap time in. Wait, click over. We got some pretty full on that car. Oh, that lap's not going to count.
Oh, buddy. Hold on to it.
We got 2 minutes, but I think
Ooh, he's going around.
Oh, if he can keep it.
Just tap. Just tap it in.
He didn't touch it. He did not touch it. He could get a lap in it, but I don't think it's going to be a sub 19-second lap.
No, I think he's looking about a 30-40 second lap here if he decides to go.
And here comes Toyota man Stephen Luttrell in the 36. He's trying to get those tires warmed up, give him a little shake and a shimmy. And I'll tell you what, this is going to get good. We've got eight of our championship contenders in the top 8.
And I will say, Stephen Luttrell here towards the end of the season has really been picking his pace up as he's been running towards the front a lot more often, very early in these things, but caught up in a streak, a little bit of bad luck here. I believe the Daytona 500, for instance, he was running pretty good for a little bit as well during one of the races and got caught up in something that was out of his control.
Yeah, it's it'll be interesting to see as he gets a 19.809. That's good enough for 8th quick. We'll see if he's able to keep it under him here. As he did try to warm the tires up prior to his qualifying effort as he runs down into turns 3 and 4 to complete his second time the lap here. This one looks like maybe a little faster.
Look how much the front of that car is bouncing.
19.494. It was quicker indeed. He will start in the top 5. The only Toyota, I wouldn't say the only Toyota in the field, but I see Kirby Wainscott's also repping the Toyota tonight, so I stand corrected. We currently are out of drivers in this field to take a lap time as Timothy Weisbrand and Barry Nelson have failed to complete a lap without incident, causing them to not get lap times. Dennis Kane, unfortunately not looking to take a qualifying lap. Maybe he's doing that to better himself. Maybe he's starting the back and hopefully not either to get run over, or maybe he's afraid of overusing the brake and running over somebody. So
I think that's Dennis Kane calling card is not qualifying and trying to work his way through the field here. But we do have Cody joining us here in the YouTube chat. Yeah, well, I agree. Let's go get him, sir. Good luck to you tonight.
Heck yeah. The man in charge here at the Racers Elite Network will start on the inside of the front row on the pole. And number 98 Ford is Andrew Tuft. We are ready to.
Not only can he run the league, he can run the laps too.
Yep. And his outside, the man that's trying to win it all here at the Racers Elite Network has won one championship this season already. Sean Dunaway in the 0-1. And the Hello Kitty sponsored 0-1 ride will start second. There we go. Inside of row number 2 is the 55 Mr. Racing's Truth Hope. His outside, Full Send Esports number 60 is Lee Campbell. Inside of number 3 is Luttrell Racing's 36 Stephen Luttrell. We'll switch. All right. His outside, the number 19 of Cody Manelli will start 6th. Inside of number 4, and the 18 is Patrick Millette. He'll start 7th. His outside is the 88 Nitrous Cowboy of Troy Thomas for Misfits Racing. Inside of row number 5, Highway and Handsome Esports number 86 is Kyle Hess. His outside, the Chicken Coop Racing's number 10 is Kirby Wainscott. Inside of row number 6, in the 22, Biddy Family Racing's Brandon Biddy will start 11th. is outside, scheduled to start in the 12th position is number 4, is Dennis Kane for Night Owl Racing. So we got 12 drivers here scheduled to do 140 laps at the Nashville Speedway. As the field making their way to their starting positions, and we're going to pace around the Nashville Speedway to the green flag. Beautiful field of cars here tonight. And one of the other very fantastic things about iRacing, while we're sitting here looking at this beautiful screen, on the far right hand side of your screen right now, you see these awesome different looking pit boards to help identify the driver's pit box. And sometimes we still miss them.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm a little rusty, and that race at Richmond I definitely slid through my box a time or two.
Timing is everything, especially when you're trying to chase a championship. We got our top 8 trying to do that right now.
I think the real time gain or loss here is going to be that pit entry more than anything else here. It's a very interesting one, that's for sure.
How far do you go on tires here? That is the question. Not so much fuel here, because it's one stop on fuel. But when do you cut your losses on a set of tires? Andrew says one stop, but that's my key right there, especially as loose as these things are.
If there's no cautions and you can get one tire warning to be fine, but the second one, that's probably about the time to pit. Once you get the second tire warning, because once you get that third, after about a lap or two, your tire's going to pop.
Oh, yeah.
But if we get cautions, I'd say I'd kind of split it up a little bit here. But we are green flag racing. Sean Dunaway getting a pretty good run on the outside, but Andrew Ted's back on the inside. There's still side by side going in 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's almost a 3-wide battle almost potentially. That looked like it had Truth Hook, Cody Pinelli, and there's one other driver involved in that. But it was kind of interesting to see how that was going. Trying to get things adjusted here to the gaps, and I mean this is going to go pretty quick here. This is quite a fast race. 19-20 second lap times 140 laps. If it goes green, we'll be down in 10 minutes. Just kidding, man. These guys fly around this racetrack.
Oh yeah, we'll be done about 20 minutes, bud. Hold my beer.
All right. Oh man, we had to break it. Timothy Wisebrand, the first caution of the evening here. We'll take a look at the, Insurance Centers Incorporated instant replay. Let's see what happened to the 92 in slow motion here. You see, get a nice little. I think I done put the jinx on the 4 of Dennis Kane. I think he's going to give him a little bit of help here on entry. That Ford might do the little dance, the love tap right here in the center of the corner. Actually, might just take the air off of him.
Now, dang it, Osborne, we know you can do better than that, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like he had to check up for the 22, and the 4 car's going to get into the back of him there. That's kind of what it looks like happened.
Chain reaction racing deal.
Yeah, if you watch the nose of his car, you can see it dip down real hard where he kind of got on the brakes a little bit or let out the gas.
On the brakes or if there was a bump in the racetrack.
Something checked him up a lot there. I mean, it looked like he got real close to 22.
Oh, yeah, hit a bump. I think he hit a bump. Yeah. Yeah, good old force feedback may rip the wheel out of his hand there on that one.
Just yeah, like you said, unfortunate. I mean, the racing incident, can't nobody really be upset about it. Just Timothy probably gonna have to use his fast repair very early in this race because he did get a lot of damage. He hit that inside wall very hard there.
Yeah, now it's like we've had Brandon Biddy, Kirby Wainscott, Dennis Kane, and Timothy Wisebrand both come down pit road. Tim just now leaving his pit box, and unfortunately, and I mean Dennis Kane's probably just trying to play it safe and keep his car in one piece, and maybe sneak up through the field before this is over. Maybe it's a sneak attack to gain as many positions as possible for the punch.
I don't know if Osborne beat the pace truck out there or not.
Does not look.
No, it doesn't look like he did. I was about to say that was really close as he started to pull away there, but everybody getting double filed back up. Andrew Test still in the lead here. Sean Dunaway gave him a pretty good run on that outside for almost a full lap on the last restart. You think he's going to be able to follow suit here? You think Andrew Test is going to get a lot better restart with it being actually on the leader this time?
Being on the leader this time, we'll see if Sean can time this. If I know Sean, he can time it pretty well, but he's gonna have a cat or two in his way on trying to get that throttle pedal to the floor.
It looks like Timothy Osborne didn't use a fast repair, by the way, so he does still have a little bit of damage to the front of that hot rod, so maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought. And he is going to get his lap back.
Well, that's cool. They get a waiver on maybe. I don't know how it was going to place him. Maybe, I mean, he was a lap down, but maybe that's kind of weird. I mean, they might have manually gave it to him.
Yeah, maybe race control went and looked and seen that he did come out right about right on time. But unfortunately, he's not going to have enough time to catch the field here as we are back green flag racing.
Yeah, it may play out over time. Good battle going on now as it looks like Andrew Tepp going to get out there with the race to the lead. Truth Hope going to get to the outside wall. Him and the 88 of the Nitrous Cowboy, Joy Thomas, find the outside wall off of turn 2. That may play. I would say that wouldn't really plague too much, but they can get some wheel damage off of that. These cars are growing to be more and more sensitive with every iRacing company.
That is very true. You know, these cars are kind of made out of plastic now versus what they used to be. I mean, you can take that 87 and hit the wall real hard. Even if you do get wheel damage, it really doesn't affect the car that much, in my opinion. But these things, you barely touch the wall and it breaks a lot of things.
Yeah, unfortunately. I was watching these guys making their way. Oh, Benelli, I thought was going to make contact with the 36. Was able to keep it off of him. Great driving, great piece of driving, keep that car off the 36 machine.
And it's kind of looking like that bump down there in 1 and 2 is just going to be absolutely the killer today. You could tell the front of these cars bounce as high as they are. It's kind of like they're losing grip.
Well, I mean, you get your shocks actuating a little bit and actually compressing and rebounding. It depends on what those numbers are. With this being a fixed setup, you kind of just have to adapt to it. And the worst part of it is if you have your force feedback up too high, it will rip the wall out of your hand and it'll take control of wherever you're trying not to go.
Yeah, and Sean Dunaway dropping back to 4th now. I'm kind of wondering if he's trying to save a little bit of tire here. Maybe I'm trying to do a little bit of strategically here, or if something's going on with this hot rod and it's just a little off pace. You see True Toke and Sean Dunaway get really loose coming up 4 that time.
Sorry, put my beer down. Andrew Tuff, still your race leader, and yeah, you're talking about them falling back, but I'll tell you what, one person who isn't falling back, Brady Nelson, started in 14th. He's currently running in the 8th spot. Make that 7th spot. He's him and Brandon Biddy going to make a move on to 36. Stephen Luttrell falling back now, big story. Is he going to go all the way back to the 11th position? He may be realizing his car is not handling the way it wanted, or he wants it to, and going away a little faster than he wants, or than he was pleased to be as Lee Campbell, your race leader. And
yeah, I was about to say, don't look now. Lee Campbell just passed for the lead.
Yeah, I think that may be a similar situation. Maybe Andrew Tuff, he knows he needs all the points he can get, but he's going to go backwards a little bit. Maybe it's a little early for him, and he's afraid that something's going to happen up front.
I think this is a little bit of tire saving strategy here out of the 01 and the 98. 98 seen the 01 draw it back and was like, maybe I should too.
Yeah, we're going to play the cat and mouse game, and that makes Andrew the mouse because the cat's on the 01. Patrick Millett in the 18. As I said, Prime Hydration is going to go surfing a little bit and had too much water in the tank.
I thought he was going to take Sean Dunaway out going into 3 there as he washed up the track a little bit, kind of coming there at an awkward angle.
Oh, yeah, things get interesting for sure when it comes down to championship playoffs, and that there could have been a big one, but fortunately they have a fast repair. You know, that's one of those things. One of the series I was looking at potentially running was doing away with, was not going to let them have the fast repair, and I was like, man, there's always that one thing that iRacing does, and then until it happens to one of the admins or one of the moderators, then it gets them. I always like to have that one, the one gimme just in case, because you never know when iRacing strikes, somebody's equipment fails, and you don't want 2 guys' races get ruined just because somebody's power went out and the stone drove somebody to a wall.
I mean, that is, you know what, you do got a point there, but at the same time, I race in a 100% linked race league we don't have no fast repairs, and the way they look at it is if there's an equipment failure in your house, it's the same thing as having an equipment failure on the track. I mean, at any point in time, anyone's steering could quit working, something could just break on the car, and I mean, it does happen in real life. You get taken out, and it's very unfortunate, but it's just part of racing.
Sure is. No, I get it completely. Or my biggest thing is like the iRacing glitch where all of a sudden, bang, there's a wall that just appears, or you catch that one piece of wall that's there that it's like a one in a million chance.
The Charlotte dirt track, for instance, I know Bristol dirt maybe. One of them, you get up there close to that outside wall, and it'll just catch you. You don't even touch the wall, you just get stuck there. You can't drive away, nothing.
Weed Sport turn 4.
Yeah, it's awful, but we're already on lap 22.
Another car loose there coming off the corner. I think that was...
That looked like Stephen Luttrell. No, not Stephen
No,
Luttrell.
it was odd color car.
Was it 18 a millet?
That was Barry Nelson.
Barry Nelson, there we go.
Yep. I saw the yellow and black as the Bumblebee, and it was him. It wasn't Manelli.
That Levi Garrett machine there, as you see him getting a little loose coming off the floor. But, you know, as I was mentioning, we're about 23, 24 laps into this race now, and the tires are going to start wearing here.
Tires are in. Let's take a look and see how Mr. Truth Hope is dealing with it. He's trying to get under the 60 of Lee Campbell for the lead.
Yeah, and Truth Hope looking really good tonight.
Working on that second position, trying to get to the race lead. Having to watch this throttle there. Looks like he throttled up a little bit. May have tapped the wall a hair coming off the corner, but was able to keep it under him. You know, fastest lap of this race so far, 19.5 at 6.9 by Brandon Biddy back in the 7th position. That lap was turned just 13 laps ago.
And man, I'm sitting here thinking, he said you can go 100 laps, right? But there's 140. If I'm them, I'm gonna split this right down the middle and go into lap 70. But it's really going to depend. It's really going to depend on if people are able to make it down to the pits and we have a caution or not. Because if you're trying to come down pits and you have a caution, you're going to be stuck a lap down. And this is going to end up hurting you more, and it's going to help you.
I think I'd try to split it into a third. I think I'd make 2 stops during this race. I'd probably try and stretch my tires out to lap 45, and I'd come in and get a little bit of fuel then, not take a full fuel stop. I want 45 more laps of fuel. I'm going to stop again at lap 90, and then I'm going to run out the rest of the way.
Well, that is fair, but at the same time, I mean, you're probably going to go 2 or 3 laps down whenever you get to the pits here. So you're going to have to be able to have enough speed to get them laps back. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, that's why I was like 45 and 90, because that still gives you almost 60 laps on the last attempt to get your laps back by everybody else. Probably, if you do it on lap 90, you're probably going to be able to get those laps back while everybody else is pitting for their first time.
That is fair. But it looks like Truth Hope getting a little squirrely on the exit of 1 and 2 there that last time by. I'll have to watch him here again, see how he does, as he got really close to the wall. And you can hear him playing around with that throttle. Tires, that right rear, starting to get a little hot.
Yeah, he's skating that 55 around the 98. Looks like he's pretty content, and we haven't really fallen off. We've fallen off by about a half a second from the start of the race. So I'm not certain. Man,
Cody Benelli had a little bit of a moment coming out of 4 as well.
I'd like to be able to see a little bit further back. See what's going on through the field here.
And that 60's running the high line, which is kind of odd, actually. I'm kind of wondering if that's going to end up heating his tires up a little faster than he's wanting here. Looks like Andrew Tiff trying to make a move on the inside of Truth Hope here. Sean Dunaway probably going to follow him right on through if he gets the opportunity.
I'd say he's going to stick his nose in there and try to open that door for himself as well. And he's going to, as they make their way now through turns 1 and 2. Looks to be the same. Down the back straightaway, and he is the 60, or the 01 is going to look to the inside of the 55, and they'll take that spot away. Pass is complete. Almost. And just
apparently the track's looking for a few sponsors. If you take a look at our signs here,
it kind of looks that way, don't it? I can fill those up. Shane Trucking and Excavating. I got a buddy named
Nashville,
Shane. Nashville. Don't think he drives truck though. He could.
Looks like there's some signs on the back stretch. It's got a number you can call if you want to give us some sponsors here. Man, you just see all the flames shooting out of these cars here. Kirby Wayne's got way off pace. He's actually looking potentially to go a lap down here. He's only about a half a straightaway ahead of our leaders currently.
That's unusual for him, but maybe his tires, man. His lap time's 20.739 last time by. I think he really burnt those up.
And a lot of people don't realize this is a very tough track, especially in the Xfinity car.
He's gradually kind of fallen off throughout the course of the race. I mean, we're 36 laps on the tires, and he's been in the 22nd bracket the whole time. He's really fallen out of it. Didn't even post a 19-second time in the race, so he's tried to save him, but unfortunately, it did not quite work out so far.
I would say this track's more built for like tour mods and stuff like that than it is these Xfinity cars here, but
Asphalt Legends.
yeah, it's always fun to race these type of cars here. A little bit more horsepower, a little less grip, makes for some very good racing, but everyone kind of single file out and relaxed here after that first caution.
You say that, but I see Andrew Tuft kind of sneaking the nose here, looking at Lee Campbell for the race lead, trying to set up that pit stop. Andrew does have the first pit box, so if he can make the move here and make the pass, which he's working on as he goes to the inside of the 60th quarter, as Lee's going to have to try to give that up. He's been around the high line, though, for the course of this race. I think he's trying to cut down the momentum that Andrew has coming off the corner, and Andrew does a great job finessing that throttle pedal, getting off the corner, being able to work under the 60 of Lee Campbell, and he may be able to take the race lead here as they work their way off of turn 2. The 98 Races Elite sponsored ride. We'll go to the lead, and Sean Dunaway 0-1 looks for it. And man, I tell you what, Lee Campbell drives a little bit harder off into the corner. He may have some momentum to come back at this going to the start-finish line.
He's definitely not giving it up easy, and that's the main thing here. He's giving Andrew a hell of a fight on that outside lane, but how much longer them tires hold there? As you see Sean Dunaway getting to the inside of the 60 now as well, as Andrew was able to finally complete that pass.
Yeah, I think Lee tried to push it just a little too hard to get into the corner. This is going to be a little interesting. Here comes Kirby Wainscott, and he cuts down the lanes, all three of them, right in front of your race leader. It's got to be a little mind-boggling for Andrew Tuft trying to figure out where he wants to go. Kirby Wainscott's going to take the inside, go down to the apron. He's going to push the race leaders up the racetrack a little bit, but be able to keep everybody right there together as Andrew Tuft is in the lead here with 40 laps complete, working lap 41 off of 4.
Yeah, and a heck of a job from Dunaway and Campbell there, as they were technically 3 wide for a moment, to kind of get that settled very quickly and get back into the racing grooves. You see Sean Dunaway still trying to get ahead of Lee Campbell. Not quite clear. I think he might be able to clear him after this corner here finally.
Yeah, he's working hard, trying to get around them there. As Lee Campbell falling. Oh, caution is out.
I
This
heard
looks
someone
to
spinning.
be. I think they saved it. Nope, it's Timothy Weisbrand, and he had to jump to the pits, so he'll take the tow. I believe he may have crashed pretty hardcore. We'll take a look at the Insurance Centers Incorporated Instant Replay. Second caution of the night here. And they're coming kind of in pieces and bits here. Is looking at Weisbrand on pit road. Not sure.
Maybe he was coming out of pits and lost it.
Let's see here. Yeah, that could be. He's out of the pits there. And maybe he stopped. And iRacing, this is not a self-cleaning racetrack, and because he was in a groove, i.e. even though it was outside of pit lane and off the racing surface, it threw the yellow.
Unless something happened before that we went. I don't know. That's a little
No,
weird.
he was on pit road. It's just
I'm not quite sure. Maybe something happened with his wheel or something to where he felt like he needed to stop there.
well, there's a 4-tire stop right there before that, and then maybe something just didn't feel right. Let's see here. Go way in high. Over to pit road. He may. Look at this. There may. Nope. Okay. I thought maybe he got a penalty and decided that he wasn't going to deal with it, but that was not issued. So
I'm not sure. That was a little weird.
yeah. So due to iRacing is not this not being a self-cleaning racetrack, it caused the caution.
Oh, back on the live side of things here. I'm kind of here to see who's going to go in and take tires at this point.
Yeah, let's see here. I got a few drivers made some pit stops here. Barry Nelson came in. Sean Dunaway, Andrew Tuft.
I mean, if you're able to go 100 laps on these tires, and Andrew's very confident in that, I mean, You might as well just come in and drive it all the way to the end, right?
Heck yeah. I mean, unless you really feel well, something to do with the rest of the pack being around you causes inconsistencies in your stability.
Well, I think if you're going to do that, you're definitely going to be saving for at least the first 30 or 40 laps before you even attempt to kind of.
Tell you what, fastest pit stop that round, 11.4 seconds. Kyle Hess, so probably 2 tires and fuel. So pretty quick, there's green flag back out. Andrew Tuft has us on the turn 1 with 94 laps to go.
As you can see, everybody in the stands taking a bunch of pictures there of that restart.
From their point of view, turn 3, restart, first lap. Lap 47 coming to 48. Side by side, Brandon Biddy back there. Him and Nitrous Cowboy Troy Thomas still in battle in the 88. See them duking it out for that position. Pretty much anyone side by side. As Truth Hook now going to come along the inside of the 60 of Lee Campbell. Tell you what, we're going to take a look, watch this battle from Cody Benelli's on board. Let me go gyro here. Cockpit might show a little closer. Let's see. Truth Hook now trying to get around the outside of Sean Dunaway. Dunaway got a little loose. It looked like he pulled the nose down just a hair on the straightaway. Is the 55 of Truth Hook, which is the outside. I thought we had contact there on him. And then Truth's got to watch that bump down there. Might have threw Sean right into it. Truth Hook now has the fastest lap time of the race, and I stand corrected. Barry Nelson got it, 19.505. Prior to that, 19.532. So things quick, fast, and hurry here is Brandon Biddy, the separator here, as he's sitting in the 8th spot, separating championship drivers from each other in the playoff race, the championship race that is. And Andrew Tuck knows how important it is to win this race, especially when he's being helmeted and chased by the 01 of Sean Dunaway, who is kind of disguised in our field of view here. As Truth Hope takes the race lead from Andrew Tuft on the outside. You see that battle live here out the front screen of Cody Benelli. So Timothy Eisbrand parking the number 92 machine for the night. So he's loaded on the trailer and it will be ready to head out as soon as he can get across or get out. I should probably leave now. You know, tunnel and get out probably. You want to is we got big hit there for the 60 outside retaining wall. Turn 2, cautions out. Brandon Biddy's around. Third caution flag of the evening. Sure, there's incorporated instant replay coming to you. We'll slow it down. He had a little bit of help there. It looked like Dennis Kane may have clipped the quarter panel. Got into that rear bumper, but I don't know if that's what sent him around. We'll see here as they come. May actually next corner. This don't look too promising. Dennis Kane run to the outside. Brandon Biddy coming up the racetrack. Where do we run out of room? Oh, Dennis Kane loose. Throttled up and 22 into the inside retaining wall, locked him up, and he will slide to a stop and try to keep from getting into anybody else's way. I mean, look at the attitude that car pitched whenever it on the brakes. Just had a lot of momentum sliding sideways down the back straightaway. Take a look at that in real time, full speed motion going on here, and we got everybody coming to pit road. So I don't know if they're doing tires, fuel. They're looking at it from a good standpoint here. Good drive off the corner here for Dennis Kane. Tried to stay off the wall, got loose. Brandon Biddy, victim of circumstance. Under caution flag number 3 of the night here at the Nashville Fairgrounds, Nashville Speedway. And Lee Campbell now being scored and shown as your race leader. On lap number 56, 84 to go. Lee Campbell, Sean Dunaway, Cody Benelli, Patrick Millette, Troy Thomas, your top 5 for this restart. As I get the 1 to green signal from the flag stand. Roll down the back straightaway. iRacing.com official pace truck pools in here at the fairgrounds. We go back to green flag on the 60 Lee Campbell. It's on the loud pedal here, and we're back to green flag racing. And just a slight check up on the high side there as drivers getting rolling here. Look at the run Barry Nelson's going to take going into turn 1. It's a good run on that high side. Gets the momentum build up already. He's going to look at Patrick Millette on the outside. He'll go to the 4th position. He drives it all the way to the wall. Little sparky arky coming up there. He's going to fall back behind Patrick Millette, but a great run coming off the corner. Dennis Kane looks like he's got a drive-through penalty potentially.
You know, they always say make sure you use every bit of the track when you're racing. I don't think that's what they meant for Barry Nelson there in that 28 machine. He almost clobbered the ball just a moment ago.
Yeah, out here, Dennis Kane just came out in front of your race leaders, rejoining the racetrack, and he's going to get another penalty here, I think. If I just saw what I thought I saw, but it looks like he's going to be okay. I thought he missed the exit cone. I thought he'd clip it right, but apparently he did as we roll forward here. Sean Dunaway.
Yeah, it looked like they were 3 wide with him for a minute back here.
Oh yeah, it's they're still trying to work around him here. Truth hoping to get the outside wall just a little bit. Lee Campbell, fastest lap of the race, 19.470. Dennis Kane still in the mix here, so you know it's a short track and even being a lap down here, not really the end of the night, especially when we're just shy of being halfway. Whoa, look like Barry Nelson checking out the loose out of the house there. Gonna keep it straight. Leave like, oh man, I spoke too soon. He's gonna kick it sideways again. We're gonna do the dirt track jig here. Gonna hang on to it once again. He'll try the top side. That's gonna be even worse. And he's gonna hang on to it once again. So the top side of the racetrack, when you got a loose race car, is not the place to be, especially when you're in the middle of the pack. Find yourself in the middle of a ham sandwich real quick. Oh, and that being said, Dennis Kane gonna go around.
That looked like a pretty hard lick back there.
Yeah, definitely some interesting stuff. There's Insurance Centers Incorporated instant replay coming at you, and put this back in full motion. Dennis Kane gonna come up the racetrack, got a little bit of help there, and Truth Hope gonna. Well, I mean, Truth hit the wall on the right side of the car. I guess sharing a little love to the left side now. But unfortunately for Dennis Kane, that's not a lot of damage, but unfortunately he's already a lap down, so it's not going to help him get anything back. But there's a little bit of quarter panel damage there. We'll take
that
a
right
look.
rear damage though is going to make that car super loose, so he's going to have to get that fixed most likely.
Yeah, let's look here as well. Truth going to take his car down to pit road, but doesn't look like it hurt too much there, and he might have just bumped the wall just a hair. We'll catch you back up here, see what's going on. Drivers on pit road. It's a busy place now. Happening time is Andrew Tepp, Barry Nelson, and Stephen Luttrell stay out. See who the first one off is. Should be Sean Dunaway. Should be. Oh, I stand corrected. He got beat out. 60 Lee Campbell, first one off, but he was the race leader. It's not really, can't say I'm surprised there. And truth, okay, maybe more damage than we anticipated. 27-second pit stop there. He's maybe down on the way. Yeah, 29 seconds. That damage fixed. Then again, he may have optional, so may not have it all fixed yet. We'll see. And Dennis Kane, a lot of damage. Probably uses faster priority tonight. Still on pit road. That pit stop over 40 seconds already. And Dennis Kane now able to get off a pit road there. He'll come out and rejoin us, I believe, 56-second pit stop. He's on pit lane for a minute, almost a minute and a half, 1 minute, 22 seconds Almost 1 minute 23 seconds. So, damage not being his friend tonight.
Well, we'll be going green, and we're almost halfway through this race already, man.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh, we're halfway. I almost 68. So, got my car number up there. Like 69 working right now, and up 140.
These guys only been racing about 30 minutes. I mean, even with the cautions, that's pretty phenomenal at the moment.
Okay, yeah,
It's a pretty small track.
boogieing right around. Green flag is back out.
Bring us back to the green.
Go ahead and take us through it, Dakota.
Barry Nelson getting kind of loose on the outside there on the restart. Might have got into the gas a little too soon. You're going to see him go right up to the wall. And he's currently 3 wide to 60 and 6, and he's going to be fading back here quick because, oh no, Sean Dunaway into the wall. And I don't believe I brought a caution now, but it looks like Sean Dunaway's wheel is completely broke here. So that is definitely going to hurt his championship chances here.
He's going to do the, yeah, he definitely's got to get that fixed, and that's not going to play out very well. Unfortunately, it's still kind of early, right about halfway, the middle point of the race. So if he can get in there and get that faster pair and avoid any further incident here tonight, it will help out.
And don't look now, Stephen Luttrell is absolutely doing a phenomenal job up here in that P2 position, looking to try to get up here to entry test at the moment.
Update the 01 of Sean Dunaway. You see him as the race leaders make their way around. Has made it down the pit road. So gotta keep his head high and not give up yet. And you'll see should be a quick, faster pair in and out for the 01. See, he hits the box there. Oh, he missed the box. And you see a nice quick refresh of the ride. And unfortunately, not going to give him everything he wants, but Andrew Tough Gear race leader. So he goes 2 laps down, and that may be a little harder to do here. As caution flag is out, and it is for the 22 of Brandon Biddy. Big break there for the 01 of Sean Dunaway, but he may be able to get a lap back here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll be technically scored as the lucky dog. I think it's going to go to Dennis Kane, as he was technically under pits when that caution came out.
Yeah, we'll see how iRacing handles the situation. We'll take a look. If
that's the case, it's going to be even harder for him here.
Yeah, most definitely. Take a look here at the Insurance Centers Incorporated instant replay for Brandon Biddy. See what caused the caution here. 22 and the 55 racing hard. And Biddy trying to keep it off the 55 goes into the. It's kind of similar incident here to the 22 as he kind of nosed the wall just a little bit. So just a little bit of patience. Not doesn't have the patience at the moment. Was trying to get things rolling while he still had the tires to do so. And a little bit got away from him. Fifth caution of the evening. And let's see here. It looks like Sean Dunaway got the wave around. Or the lucky dog. He's making the move. Which is kind of weird. Dennis Kane got maybe. Well, let's see. No, this is Truth Hope and him just doing that. That's a little weird how that played out. I think it's because Dennis was 2 laps down. Sean was only 1 with the caution coming out where it did. I believe that
he might have got out of the pit road just in time for that to work out there as well.
Well, hopefully his luck ain't ran out yet. We know he's trying to close and seal the deal on number 2. So we get the 1 to green here. Definitely going to make things interesting here. The closer we draw to the checkered flag. Green flag back out. You want to take it away again, Dakota?
Yeah, Stephen Latrell going to be bringing this back to the green this time. It looks like we have another big wreck on the front stretch there. Are you sure I should be bringing it back to the green? Every time I do, they seem to have a little issue.
It got interesting real quick. Barry Nelson, look at somebody spun the tires there. We'll take a look here. Barry Nelson was the first one to get highlighted here. The insurance center an instant replay coming at you. And yep, Barry Nelson spun the tires and got crossed up. Got Truth Hope tangled up in it. And you know what? Just like that, guess he's going to be back on the lead lap.
Yeah, that is a very good point. He's just got to work his way through the field here.
A little bit of patience, and they might come right to him. So Barry Nelson's definitely have to get that damage fixed on the front of that car. It may plague him a little bit. Don't believe there was a heat ball issued for that. Does not what there appear to be. So, and we got takers on pit road once again. I think we're topping up on fuel now. I think from here they could make it. So, I mean, let's play the game and keep the freshest tires. I don't believe that. I definitely don't want the tire bill for tonight. But if I was part of that incident, you bet I probably flat spotted them. We're probably going to take them off and evaluate the what had happened. Definitely don't want a worn spot in a tire here. Get a bump or something. It's going to finish your loop. You know, we have the Super Speedway League on Fridays, and we talk a lot about aerodynamics there. Here, aerodynamics not so important. Just got to keep the suspension part straight.
It's true.
Aero may play a small part in it here, as long as you can keep the tires playing the biggest thing. So you got to watch the front splitter, and the downforce, and you got to watch your rear end. Make sure everything stays square. You want to, even though these things, some of these cars not. Brandon's not so square on the back of these things, but that rear wing spoiler on the back of these cars helps keep that rear end planted and keeps the rear tires in contact with the racing surface. And then it's a finesse of the throttle pedal. Third time's a charm, Dakota. On lap 83, Dakota will bring you back to the green.
All right, Stephen Latrell going to be leading us back to the green. The boss, Campbell on his outside. Stephen getting out to a wonderful jump there. It looks like the nitrous cowboy Troy Thomas going to be able to get to the inside of Lee Campbell. That 60 machine possibly take over second place here as the outside line just did not get going very good at the time. The 60 machine fighting strong back on that outside now. Now he's finally getting up to full song here. You see the 18 machine trying to, almost got up into that 60. But Lee Campbell been running that outside most of the night here, so he's pretty comfortable up there.
Oh yeah, story of the night at the moment though. Back in the back, the Hello Kitty sponsored 0-1 is Sean Dunaway moving his way through the field now. Up to the 10th spot, working on 9th as he works to the inside of Brandon, but you gotta be cautious here. He is one that tends to get loose, doesn't want to end your night. We all know that Sean Dunaway's had to use that faster pair already. We'll keep tabs on that. Stephen Latrell, your race leader over Lee Campbell, Troy Thomas, your top 3.
Yeah, it looked like Barry Nelson got into the wall again as Sean Dunaway was going around him a little bit ago. But Stephen Latrell, even if he doesn't get a championship, but they're really low to win this race today. But yeah, definitely help his chances getting this win tonight.
Yeah, most definitely would, depending on how everybody else finishes and the results play out. It's like everybody getting kind of settled in here as they're trying to get things tidied up and put the bow on it before they get to the end of this race. Lap 88 of 140 working right now as they coming around the back straight away. As we've got 53 laps to go in this show.
Yeah, right now with Sean Dunaway being back there in the 9th spot, this is the best chance that everyone has in order to, potentially get the championship here. As you
saw
see,
that, we got a big wreck. Caution come out again. Oh, injured test
Andrew
part of it.
A heck of a save there, keeping it out of the wall.
That's just Cowboy Troy Thomas. I saw contact in the middle of the corners. Caught me off guard. It was the 18 and the 88 making contact, and it did not end there. I think Did Truth Hook get a piece of that? It sure looked like it. Looked like he had a piece of the back of the Nitrous Cowboy. Let's take a look at Truth Hook and he lucky dog, lucky, yeah, lucky on that one. I think. Let's see if we can see him in here. Well, maybe he didn't. Okay, I thought he might have at one point in time, but man, that was. Oh man, how did they? I'm gonna watch that back again. That was a little dicey. I'll back that up. I want to look at the. How did Dennis King get out of this? I mean, they're like track blocked. They were pretty much straight by the time they got there. You just had to slow down. But man, that parking lot, somebody put a Dollar General in or something. So this will continue to help our drivers that are laps down, and unfortunately, I think Kyle Hess may be done for the night after that one. So he may be adding another car to our do not finish list. As Andrew Teft will get his damage repaired, and he will join us back on the racetrack. And looks like he will stay on the lead lap, so Dennis Kane will be back on the lead lap as well in the number 4. The only drivers not on the lead lap will be Kyle Hess and Timothy Osborne, and they will be putting their cars on the trailer for the evening.
Yeah, it seems like Sean Dunaway had to get a little bit of damage fixed there as well, as he's just now getting out of the pits.
Yeah, Dunaway was working his way through that mix, but I'll tell you what, Truth Hook got through that incident, and great hands and great driving by him, and great skill by the spotter to get him through that incident unscathed, and he will restart here in the 3rd position at 55.
I want to say great skill from Andrew Ted to keep that thing out of the wall, man. I mean, he really minimized the amount of damage he got there.
That's the what do they call it, the good, is it Goody's Headache Powder's hands of the race?
I'll call it the owner's look.
Better be lucky than good sometimes.
I mean, hey, I look at draft tracks and I think 20% skill, 80% luck. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of skill when it comes to super speedways, but it's mainly just dodging the wrecks to be there at the end of the race.
Okay, we got the one to green here. The iRacing.com official pace truck will pull to the pit road this time by. And Stephen Luttrell will take command here off of turn 4. It'll be on his decision when we get back to green. Anytime after the pace truck pulls in off of turn 4. Right there in the restart zone. And we are green. And Luttrell gets on the loud pedal. And what a restart. He got 3 car lengths on the 60 of Lee Campbell before he got to turn 1. About to back pedal. Campbell will draw it in. Here comes Truth Hook on the bottom side as they come off of turn number 2. And they'll start to reel back in the 36. The Luttrell just a little bit battle for the 2nd spot now ensues. Campbell to the outside. Truth Hook to the inside now. Looks like Hook's going to hang on to the 2nd spot, take it over. Lee Campbell falls to 3rd. Patrick Willett in the 18 will wait for his chance to make a move here, and he'll look to the inside of the number 60 of Campbell this time. As they roll through 1 and 2. Off of 2, looks like it's going to be Lee Campbell with the position.
Seems like Lee Campbell just can't get that outside rolling as good as he was early in this race. As you see him actually dropping down to the inside now. Track
temperature might play a role in that as Andrew Teft now working the inside lane. And it's really aggressive battle for the race lead. Here comes Stephen Luttrell. He'll take it over. Here comes Truth Hook to the inside of Stephen Luttrell. Looks like he's going to take over as they exit of turn 2. We'll look at the exit of 4. Good side-by-side battle for the lead now. Here comes the AC Delco of Truth Hook. I don't think it's the AC Delco on the hood. Actually, it is. Okay. I was looking at it weird and I thought that ain't the logo I'm looking at, but it is. All right, cool. Truth Hook taking over the race lead from the 36 of Luttrell. And here comes Lee Campbell now to the inside. He's going to look to open that door for himself as well. Two Toyotas in the field, and Stephen Luttrell making his known in that 36 machine. I'd say probably the least sponsored car in the series, with the military patch sponsor on the front for 10th Mountain. Oh, caution's out. This looks like it's going to involve the 88 of Troy Thomas. Take a look and see what happened. The Insurance Engine Incorporated replay 8th caution of the night. And we'll keep looking at the Nitrous Cowboy Mountain Dew ride. He's going to get a little help shot in the shorts. Brandon Biddy says, how you doing? Good save. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Might need four fresh Dr. Feelgoods. Get that Camaro right in the right direction. Definitely need to get some of that damage fixed. I don't know what happened to the back of that car because that was not what Brandon Biddy did to it. That was a light love tap. Catch back up here and see just how much of that damage he gets fixed. And his driver's back down pit road. Stephen Luttrell opts out, as well as Andrew Teft will take the track position here. One lap 99 of 140 as we cross to begin lap 100. So, unfortunately for these guys on like dirt side of the house, where caution laps do not count unless you want them to, for time limits and fuel and fixed setup strategies. We're going to count these laps, and they could go laps down while they're pitted on championship night. I'll tell you what, Dakota, have you ever used SimRacer Hub for points?
Yes, in other leagues, but I haven't actually used it to update points myself now.
Okay, I got you. So back in Dan Lisa's time, when that's what it was called, when I first initially started using it, you had to upload full pages and save website pages and yada yada, all that good stuff. Those who don't understand, so you would save your race results from iRacing, and then you would upload the race results, and it would read the batch file or read the file itself, and then you could see everything and make sure it was right. Your points would get implemented in the boxes there, and then you could add your bonus points manually or have them preset, however. So now it's as simple as import race from league, and it corresponds with iRacing, and it imports the file, and you're done. Matter of seconds. Much easier. It's come such a long way. It makes me excited to do to run, or be part of a admin side of a league again.
I'm in a league on Xbox. It's for a different game. We have to do it manually. We go in right after the race and upload everybody's points and adjust it and move everybody around, and it takes forever. So trust me, that technology and software there is a lifesaver sometimes.
Sure is. It's a great thing that iRacing.com official pace truck pulls the pit road. Stephen Luttrell once again, loud pedal, and away we go. Green flag back out, and I'll tell you what, Teft spun the tires a little bit, or did not go, or avoided spinning the tires by not going as hard, and checked up at the top side of the racetrack, top lane just a little bit, but he's going to hang on to that second spot. So he drives around Patrick Millett in third, and Sean Dunaway in fourth.
And speaking of Tets and Dunaway, I believe they were involved in some issues earlier, and look at them now, up there in second and fourth at the moment. These two really battling out, trying to sell this championship score here. Right, and I mean, got quite a bit of other drivers here. So we got, I believe, Barry Nelson into the wall again. Coming out of two.
Yeah, I agree there. Barry Nelson into the wall, and Cody Manelli. That was a good battle there for a moment until it wasn't. Truth Oak now looking to put a move on the. Actually, it's like Millett trying to get around, but it's like Truth Oak hanging on to the outside. Millett diving to the inside. I'll tell you what, Andrew Teft driving hard. I hear squealing the tires, man. They are running those cars hard to the corner.
Yeah, that is very true. And I mean, at this point, it's under 40 laps to go. You kind of really don't have to save tires as much here.
You need to if you're going to hold a position at the end of this race. I think could be, what's the Victor Lander curtains.
Yeah, but now that he's out to the lead, he can push, but kind of put it on cruise control a little bit and control the pace of this race here. As it looks like Sean Dunaway just fell back to fifth. Stephen Luttrell, who I believe has not went in and took a set of tires for quite a while, is starting to fade back a little bit as well. But Truth Hope right now taking over the lead from Andrew Teft, and he is absolutely not saving anything at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like this is Truth says it's go time. He's going to try to probably set the pace here and stretch the field out. And for those of you at home, Brandon Biddy has been disqualified. I think he has caused too many incidents tonight, and the last one being his fault. I think put the X-nay on his event, so he will be loaded on lap 100. And I don't know what that means as far as points goes for Brandon Biddy, but he was not a point contender, so he was a field filler. Not to label anybody by any means, but he was here to help out and help us fill in our part of the show.
Well, at the end of the day, the only points that matters is who wins the championship at the moment. So, uh, unfortunately for him, I mean, it's gonna take him out of contention and have a chance to win this thing. But it's just part of racing, man. You get involved in so many things. It's just part of the rules.
Yep, it's going to get interesting. Sean Dunaway, Patrick Millette, Cody Benelli, Andrew Tuff, Stephen Luttrell, all separated by 13 points or less. And that's going to be who your championship is going to be potentially going to. Truth Hoke is out by 20 some points, 33 points. 30 points. 30 points back to Truth Hoke and Lee Campbell. So they need a lot here. It'll help, but they need a good bit. They need Andrew Teft or Teft's leading right now. He's out of the lead by 8 points, so that's a tight battle there. Truth winning this is kind of icy on the cake for Sean Dunaway, who's back in the 6th spot right now, and he's fighting right now to make ground on Andrew Teft. He knows that he has to be as close to Andrew as he could possibly get before this is over.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as he gets within, I'd say the top 6, he should be fine tonight. But Barry Nelson trying to get that outside lane to work to get around him here. You can see him get a pretty good run coming out of the backstretch, but he opts to go to the inside this time.
It's a 4-point gap. Let's see, 46. I heard it, but I don't know what it said.
I was playing a video, and it said...
Wow.
It said, I'm sorry, I couldn't find a group name to land.
Oh, jeez. Anyway. That's funny.
But we are currently riding on board with Sean Dunaway here. He's got 2 cars in front of him side by side. Looks like Barry Nelson trying to get around that AT machine of Patrick Millette, and he got pretty loose coming off the corner. Patrick checked up a little bit. Looks like Barry Nelson going to be taking over that position, 5th place here. Now Sean Dunaway's going to have to try to get some kind of a charge to get up here past these guys.
Yeah, it's he's gonna have to come up with something, momentum line, or he's gonna try to go under Millette there. Might be able to get the nose under him. He's quarter panel clear, so yeah, actually Millette knows that he's trying to get into this, but Millette also is trying to sneak his way up to this point battle, but I don't think he's got enough to do it either. However, it's like Sean Dunaway's gonna be able to sneak by on the inside. Well, that's actually 2nd point, so he's gonna fight hard for these positions. Maybe he's gonna see if he can let Dunaway get ahead of him and burn the tires up, but it's gonna be hard not to turn him. You know, if Millette can put down some lap times here in the last 15 laps or so. But Truth Hoke has set the pace right now. He is out to about a 2-second lead. Has checked out on the field, so he's definitely going to try to maintain that pace for the next 20 laps. 20 laps to go here at Nashville Speedway.
Something else gave him Sean Dunaway still does have a little bit of damage to his rear end, so that car could, potentially get super loose at any point here. Has rear end damage, doesn't matter a ton, especially short track racing.
Andrew Tuft has a nice little gap there. Oh, and that just got erased. Patrick Millette is going to go around. Him and Troy Thomas involved in an incident here. The Insurance Centers Incorporated incident replay. And there's a little bit of scuffling going on potentially. We'll see if that shows up. Millette just goes around on his own. And Troy Thomas tries to keep it clean. And it looks like oh. Wow. Oh, right in front of Kirby Wainscott. I don't know what the point in that was, but looks like they're okay going here. I thought maybe Kirby might have got mad that happened.
Hey, buddy, just went to rattle his cage a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem that there was really any need to. I mean, Wainscott's not really, not in contention here. Not by any means, and it's not really in,
Well, I mean, the 18 machine is fighting for a chance at the championship here. Probably just getting a little mad at herself that he spun out and trying to get it looped back around as fast as possible here. But
Yeah, I understand that. He's gonna come down pit road here and stay on. He'll barely clip that barrel. He's trying to make up a lot of time here. It's may end up fortunately costing him more than not. Is everybody's gonna try to take advantage of this? Definitely gonna take advantage of it for sure, knowing that the championship's on the line with 17 laps to go. And
yeah, and a couple of people coming in getting some fresh sneakers here. I believe Andrew Tett's gonna be the first one on the freshest set of tires. So be looking for him to make his way up here to first. Truth Hoke staying out as he's been pretty dominant here the past few laps, but he's gonna have to hold everybody off for at least 15 to 14 more laps here.
yeah, it's definitely interesting how this is gonna play out. And well, caveat to the wife's snafu with the Alexa out there. But one night I was watching a video that asked me if I wanted to call 911, and I was like, I don't think so. I was watching, I was on Disney Plus watching Emergency 911. So it probably got said, and I was like, you just ignore that. So, tell you what, the person looking for 911 right now out here probably going to be Patrick Millette. He's going to restart this in 11th, and he's going to need all the time he can get. 9 cautions into this event, 140 laps the distance. So there's 15 laps remain. 125 complete. We'll get back to green with 100. We'll start at lap 126 with 14 laps to go. So go time was 10 laps ago, and 11 drivers remain. So I was trying to count here.
Righty, I believe Truth Hoke opting to take the outside this time as we're coming into the box. Truth's going to be getting on the gas here, getting out to a pretty good lead here. It looks like that number 98 of Andrew Tett's going to be trying to follow him through on the outside, instantly taking over second place, going straight to the inside of Truth Hoke here as they're going into 3 and 4. And I mean, that just goes to show how good the new tires are here with only 14 laps to go. I don't know if Truth Hoke's going to be able to raw back up to get back around here. He's going to give it everything he can. As you see, I believe the 28 of Barry Nelson sending it in behind the 60.
Yeah, you gotta watch the cold tire special here as we roll through turns 3 and 4. 12 laps to go across the stripe. Andrew Tett holding his own, holding it down. Truth Hoke already loose. Not good. Andrew Tett set new overall quick time 19.381. Apparently I'm burping the alphabet tonight. So Andrew Tett best quick time that time by, and that's a bonus point to the good if he can hang on to it for 11 more laps. And he did it again, 19.285 or 295. He is making it hard for anybody else to get that bonus point as Lee Campbell now slowing his pace down. He's falling back as Barry Nelson will take over the 3rd spot as he now look towards the 55 of Truth Hoke. Things are good.
Here comes
good.
Stephen Luttrell making his way through the field. Sean Dunaway not too far behind him here, and you're really seeing how much these new tires matter here as we're 10 to go this time, coming to 9. And Andrew Tett's already out to a 2-second lead over everybody else. So these guys are going to have to push really hard if they want any hope to win this race. But right now they got Barry Nelson and Truth Hoke kind of slowing them down just a tad bit. And they're going to have to work their way around them as you see Stephen Luttrell getting around Truth Hoke.
But those drivers further back in the point standings not really got a chance at winning this or pulling the championship off tonight. But, you know, the further away Sean Dunaway is from Andrew Tett will benefit Andrew in any way, shape possible. But Sean Dunaway not letting this go easy as he's fighting towards the... Barry Nelson has issues. He's going to have to regather his machine. That's going to allow Dunaway to take over the 2nd spot. Can he run down Andrew Tett?
Oh.
He fell back behind Stephen Luttrell there. Got a little crossed up.
I was about to say, don't count Stephen Luttrell out yet. He's been pretty fast tonight. I mean, he might not be able to win this race. It was only 7 laps to go. That's a pretty big deficit to gain back, but he's going to try everything he can. But he's definitely, for sure, going to try to keep his P2 position. Yeah,
the worst part about this right now is that little snafu with the 28 machine of Barry Nelson has allowed Andrew Tett to get out by a 2.5-second gap. So Stephen Luttrell, that's a long way to go. We need caution, man, to step in to allow any of these drivers to get back to Andrew Tett. But Andrew Tett on these restarts, as well as the 60 Lee Campbell and the number 60 Ford. But right now, it's 6 to go, make it 5 to go. Show of the hand for your race leader, Andrew Teft in the 98, who's gapped it out now. Well, it's actually coming back around about 2 seconds flat. We'll see as Andrew rolls down the back straightaway into turn 3. It's about, they're actually reeling him in.
I wonder if Andrew Ted backed his pace up, realized he had a pretty good gap there, and
I think he got loose.
just he might have. I mean, he was pushing pretty hard early, but I mean, if the gap he's got, he could back his pace down just a couple of tenths here and still be fine, I think. But they are getting on him very quickly, at least 0.3 this last time by.
Yeah, Andrew Teft, I think maybe he's slowing his pace down. He's trying not to make any mistakes. He's at 3, make it, 3 laps to go here. And it's 1 3/4 seconds back to Stephen Luttrell as they're running just as hard, if not harder, trying to run him down. As I think Andrew's trying to make sure that he has what it takes and not have to worry about them. They may get there, but getting around is going to be another thing, and I don't think they're going to have time to do that unless he makes a huge mistake.
It's very true, but Stephen Luttrell giving it everything he's got as he's absolutely reeling him in now. Almost another 3 tenths there that last lap, I believe.
So they're down to 1.6 seconds, still a second and a half. This time by won't matter. White flag will be in the air for the 98 of Andrew Teft under the starter stand. One more trip around for the Races League Network number 98, but man, Sean Dunaway, I believe, is too close for this to matter for the 98 of Andrew Teft. He did have the fastest lap there. That's a bonus point for him, but Andrew needs a lot more than that.
Yeah, we'll have to get the race points here before we make the final call on that. But I'm pretty sure Sean Dunaway is going to be your Xfinity Series champion, and Andrew Teft coming home with at least a win for
should be second.
The final race of the
see.
season.
We'll let. Yeah, I think Andrew's going to end up with second. Yeah, I think that's a good call. We'll see here how it plays out before it's all said and done. We'll let everybody know. I will refresh the point standings after he's posted. But we're going to talk with your top 3 in just a moment. So I'll probably do back further than that, actually. Trying to get us a good replays section here to watch while we do this. So we'll talk with our top 3.
Yep. I have to wait for them to get up here in the waiting room, unless you want to go find them individually and drag them.
Oh, that ain't hard to do. And we'll talk to our 3rd place finisher, Sean Dunaway, and potentially maybe, as far as I'm concerned, I believe you're going to be the points champion. We'll wait for the final say-so in that. But, man, one heck of a run and able to come back from an incident as well. But a great podium and hopefully, from what I'm guessing, probably a championship as well, Sean.
Yeah, I sure am hoping for it. Yeah, if you guys saw, yeah, I got into a altercation. I'll have to review kind of what happened. I'm sure it was just kind of a racing incident. We were racing pretty hard. Don't really blame anybody for that one. But yeah, knocked my wheel. So I had to go into the pits, use my fast repair. I was 2 laps down for at least 5 seconds. Then those cautions fell very nicely for me. Then I unfortunately got into Troy as well when he was spinning out on the straight there. Got a little damage on the car. Nothing that was gonna be ruining my race though after that crash. So yeah, luckily that last caution flew. I was able to get some fresh tires on there. And yeah, luckily get up to the P3. It looks like the results are in.
Yep,
Let
and
me
you got
see.
Andrew Teft by 1 point.
Oh,
Congratulations.
1 point, baby.
And to your credit, though, he did have the bonus point for the fastest lap.
He did, yep.
So
yeah, so he had more bonus points than I did this race, and then he won the race. So.
Fortunately for you, he didn't tie because he had one more win than you did.
Yep, exactly. So, hey, we won.
Congratulations on the championship as well. And key factors, takeaway, what was probably what did you say, the highest point of keeping the championship in the season for you?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say it was like the consistency of everything. Consistency was key throughout this entire playoffs. A lot of the tracks worked really well for me. And I've been up in the booth several times during these playoffs, so it's been good to be up here. It's been good to always be, a top 5 car here. So, and as you can see, that consistency has paid off now.
Sure has, but anyway, yeah, and I know Andrew's probably not going to be bummed out for not getting the championship. Being a part of the Chicken Coop Racing team, and him being the league owner, he kind of prides himself on being competitive, but still being able to take that championship home to Chicken Coop Racing means a lot to him, regardless whether he was the one to actually win it or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, fantastic race for you to bounce back and from an incident that wasn't really your fault, but a good third place finish. Anybody like to help you come up with a third place finish and the championship here this season?
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to thank, of course, Chicken Coop Racing, Andrew for getting me on the team there. Everybody watching, come check out Racers Elite. We have great racing, clean racing. Everybody's very respectful for sure, and it's one of those leagues out there that I don't think you can beat that. So shout out to Racers Elite here. Shout out to my mom and stepdad for always watching, my wife, and then my cats for helping me win the championship here.
Once again, congratulations, doubling up your own championships and a great race here tonight. So coming away with 10 top fives and 11 top tens on the season, and 2 wins, and picking up a championship to boot.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, Sean Dunaway takes home the championship and a third place podium. And I'm looking here, and it looks like we are not going to get a second place interview. So we'll move on forward here, and we'll bring up Chicken Coop Racing's number 98 of Andrew Teft. Man, first of all, congratulations on the team championship. That's awesome. I know you're probably a little bummed it wasn't you, but to be able to get with the team and Sean pick it up. But man, talk about the race, like the restarts, and able to pick up the race win. What that means to you, and to be able to come up 1 point shy to your teammate.
Yeah, I'm not really bummed at all. I'm happy for him. Always love.
Just take away my thunder. Come on now.
I always love seeing new winners, new champions, new everything, and it's just nice to see. And glad to keep it at least on the team for the time being. And yeah, that was it's a blast of a race. Kind of had a rocket ship there at the end. Took 2 tires, and it was just rotating beautifully. Probably the best it had all race. And I think I had about used what I could out of them those last few laps, but was able to lay down a fast lap and get that bonus point and the bonus point for most laps led, and did everything I could do. Got every point I could, but just one short. So congratulations to Sean.
No, the question is, I'm gonna look at this now, but is there a bonus point for for starting on the pole?
No, that would have tied
That's
us, but I think he
you.
would have beat me on a tiebreaker too. So I needed 2
What?
points.
No, your tiebreaker would have been. Oh, what's your tiebreaker rule?
Top tens.
Oh, okay. It's not by wins.
No,
Yeah, you would have tied there too at that point. Well,
yeah, just a
tonight would
little
have
bit
been
short.
3 though.
But
Let's
I
see.
had a little bit of a rough race last week with kind of an off strategy. Took a gamble, didn't really pay off, and just how it goes. But really glad to be able to come out here and race with these guys, and it's just a privilege to I don't know, just come out here every night.
Okay, yeah, it was a good run. Dakota, you got anything for Andrew tonight?
Um, Congratulations on your win, man, and just keep in mind the double champ does what he wants. For Sean Dunaway, sir, and you know what? You got the win tonight, Sean Dunaway. You got the championship overall. It's wonderful for your team there.
Yeah, Hello Kitty beat us again. It's kind of like an extra slap in the face, but he's not running Thursday, so he's not a threat tomorrow. But I'm sure he would be if he was. He's really quick out there. It's fun to battle him on these long runs because there's a certain skill to it, and it's always very close between us. So just pleasure to race with him. It's been clean all season, and glad we got to race it out.
You've kind of got a little more of a cushion going in tomorrow. But what? We're getting ahead of things now. What's your outlook on tomorrow going into the championship in the next gen series. I'll be here, of course, but I'm kind of looking at what you think now.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm kind of in Sean's seat going into the race. I just need an average finish, really. No penalties, no big mistakes. Kind of stay out of trouble. I don't have to do anything too flashy and go out and win, but it'd be nice. I do enjoy Charlotte. It's got a lot of characters, just a fun track in general. But um, but it'll be a little easier tomorrow. But I still got to keep the wheels on the track.
Most definitely, yeah. You got to keep them on the track and keep out of the trouble. But yeah, man, a great win here tonight for the '98 team, and Chicken Coop Racing taking the race win and the championship. So you got a double up there, as well as Sean's double championship. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for helping out all season in the booth, and our servicemen, women, friends, family, Chantel and Race Control, Kensley at KS Designs for helping me out with paints all the time. Just kind of rocking one of his new designs. It's after old Jamie McMurray scheme, just kind of fun. Glad to put it in victory lane. So thanks to Kensley for that, and I think my friends, family, team. I've got 5 brand new seasons starting. Let's see, February 15th through the 20th, and next week we've got some free races up for anybody that's interested in racing. They can come and try out for free. Those are on the 10th, the 11th, and the 14th. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, just head on over to our website. You can find all the schedule, standings, Discord invites. Shoot me a message on Discord. We'll get you set up.
Heck yeah! So make sure you guys get on out here and check this out. Some of the best racing you'll see this side of iRacing, NASCAR side of the house. If they do put on a dirt league, I'm sure it will be nonetheless, and a lot of great skill and great talent and a lot of fun here at the Racers Elite. And any series that Andrew puts on, top notch stuff here, Chantel with the race control, always pushing the right buttons at the right times and making people make sure they eat their Wheaties before they come talk to her.
I just want to give a shout out to all the fans. This season we were able to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers and sort of monetize the channel, which helps with our expenses with race control and broadcasting and everything. So thank you to everybody that tunes in to watch and shows us support.
Yeah, I'm a caveat on that too, Andrew. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Racers Elite Network, allowing us to come out and do what Andrew lets us do and chooses us to come out and put on a broadcast. And I know the drivers say they enjoy it, so we hope they do, and they're not just being nice to our face. But no, that's we appreciate everything that you do for us here as well, Andrew, and we look forward to all the new seasons coming up as well as tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, congratulations on the championship with the Chicken Coop Racing and the race win. I'll let you go celebrate. All righty, Dakota. Well, that's going to wrap it up here for the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. As Andrew Duff celebrating here on the racetrack, as you heard from him there. And very pleased driver to have Sean Dunaway, your point champion, pick up 2 series tonight, or this week, I should say, as they end out.
Back-to-back double champ, as you call him here. But I don't believe he's in the next 2 series for Thursday night, Friday night. So looking for someone else to get crowned the next 2 nights. I won't be here for Thursday, but Friday, most definitely for the Super Speedway Series. Look forward to seeing everyone there as well.
Yeah, it's I'll be here tomorrow for the Thursday series, and Dakota, you'll keep everybody on tabs on Friday. But that's going to do it for us here from the booth. I want to thank everybody that makes it possible here. Andrew Tuff, I want to thank everybody, all the viewers for tuning in, all the drivers putting on such fantastic shows each and every week. And we will catch you guys next time on the Racers Elite Network.